sports fans? Before we get today's video started, I'd like to update everybody. We're only 5 subscribers away from 50. Obviously that means we're 5 away from the jersey giveaway. So if you know anybody that might be interested in what we're doing here or might have a YouTube channel, I would really appreciate if you ask them to subscribe, possibly. That would really make my day. Anyways, without further ado, let's get it! Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of pissed off right now. This is about the 3rd time I've tried to make this goddamn video, but I really want to get it out, so I'll be giving today my Super Bowl 54 pick. Now, before I give it, I just want to say I think it's going to be a really good football game. Definitely going to be worth watching. Definitely not going to be like last year's Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a close game, especially in the first half. But I am going to take the Chiefs, and I'm going to take them by 10-17. I don't know where to start, man. Honestly, this is the 3rd time I've done this. I don't know why I don't know where to start. I mean, the Chiefs, man, what can I say? They're probably the best. They're one of the greatest offenses I've ever seen, honestly. And I think that I haven't really seen anything like them since The Greatest Show on Turf, to be quite frank with you. I mean, Patrick Mahomes is just exceptional. It's that simple. He gives you the edge. Him and here's the thing. Andy Reid really helps Patrick Mahomes a lot, man. That offense is just killer. It is killer. From the head coach to the O-line to the receiving core, it's a killer offense, man. It is an absolutely killer, stellar offense. Of course, regular football knowledge would point towards the 49ers to win this game because they're the better defense with a much better pass rush, and they can run the football really, really well. And if you can do those 3 things, usually you can win the football game, right? Especially the Super Bowl. Defense wins championships, they say. I'm throwing that all out the window with this one, though. Genuinely, I am. I think that if the Chiefs get... I wouldn't be surprised if the 49ers are leading the game. Probably by a decent margin, I should say, at the end of the first half. I wouldn't be surprised if they're up by 10-14. It wouldn't shock me. Here's the thing. When you're playing against the Chiefs, you could be up by 25 and you're not out of range. They can come back. They can come back, and they've showed it. My friends, they have showed it. They have not lost a football game since Week 10, the first game that Patrick Mahomes was back against the Titans. They have not lost a football game since then. And you're asking me, how do you beat that pass rush with that run game? Well, I can argue that the Titans are a similar football team, the way they're constructed with what they ask the quarterback to do and how their defense is and their run game. I can argue they're a similar team. The construction of their team is quite similar to the 49ers, and we just saw Kansas City give them the work. I'm not saying that's going to happen today. Well, I guess I kind of am. But there's been a lot of athletes that have gone on First Take, Undisputed, Get Up in the Morning this week, and they're all going on promoting their charities, the likes of a Derrick Henry, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Jarvis Landry. There's a bunch of guys that have gone on. Frank Gore, believe it or not. Can't believe he can even speak, right? But they're all really pointing towards the 49ers, it seems like, for the simple reason of they've got the better defense and they can run the football better. And I get it. Don't get me wrong. I get all of that, guys. I'm not saying like I don't get it. I am throwing that out the window here, though, because I think and this is why I think the 49ers could jump out to a lead, I think they could be confusing the fuck out of Andy Reid, because Kyle Shanahan is such a great head coach, and their defensive coordinator is absolutely spectacular. His name is slipping my mind right now, but I think that they could be confusing the fuck out of those two guys in the first quarter and possibly even the first half with the cover 3 and cover 2 that they're going to give them. Now, once Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes start to dissect those coverages, that's when I think Kansas City goes on a run like we've seen. And they're probably going to get to a lead that the Niners might not be able to come back from. Now, this is where the 49ers could ruin what I see happening and win the football game. This is where I think the game lies in the 49ers' hands in this regard. This is how the 49ers win the game, in my opinion. I think that the Chiefs are just too much of a super fire offense for them not to get out to a lead at some point. That's the way I look at it. At some point throughout the game, before the fourth quarter, they'll be in the lead in my eyes. And when that happens, when adversity strikes, and the run game might not be working perfectly, like we saw against Green Bay, how does Jimmy Garoppolo respond when Kyle Shanahan is throwing all these different plays at him? Because he's going to give them good plays. Kyle Shanahan's going to draw up good plays, you better believe it. But how does Jimmy Garoppolo respond? And if he really responds well and he's accurate and he looks really good, there's no way they don't win the game. To be quite frank with you, because Jimmy Garoppolo is the only doubt I have on that offense, to be honest. And it's not even a doubt of what he can do, it's just a doubt of what he can do compared to what Patrick Mahomes can do. You don't want to get into a shootout with them. But the way I look at it, there's going to be a really important possession in this game. Chiefs might be up 7-10. They might be, after being down a little bit, they might have the momentum. All right? The run game isn't working perfectly, but it's been working, but you need to throw the football a little bit in this regard. And you can get it working again after you throw the football. You just got to throw the football. And this will probably be in the third quarter. And when that happens, when they have to drop back and throw it, to a Deebo Samuel, to an Emmanuel Sanders, to a George Kittle, how does Jimmy Garoppolo deliver the football? Because I know Kyle Shanahan's going to draw some real shit up. He is a fantastic head coach. I know he'll draw some real shit up. It's just what does Jimmy Garoppolo do? And if he can drive him down right away and score a touchdown or something, the game is the 49ers, my friends. I'll give you that. I just don't think it's going to happen, to be quite honest with you. I think that the Chiefs are going to, once they get on a roll and they know what they're doing, it's going to be just a little bit too much. Before I let you guys go real quick, I would like to give I haven't been betting in a while, to be honest, but I would like to give some advice here, what I would do. I would definitely bet on the over here, for sure. And I would also take Chiefs money line. So if you wanted to do over and then the money line here, add that to the picks, maybe make a little parlay out of it, put $10 on it, that's going to get you $26, my friends. And I think it's a pretty good bet, to be quite frank with you. That's about all I got to say, though, guys. If you enjoyed, please leave a like. If you're new, please consider subscribing and possibly turning on post notifications. That way you're notified every time I upload. I'll see you guys next time, and by then, we'll have a Super Bowl champion. Peace.